Hello and welcome to Hilda J. Richardson Athletic Field, home of the Clarksville Wildcats. I'm Jeffrey Matthews here with Tyvon Hodge as the Kenwood Knights are going up against the Wildcats. Tyvon, what are your predictions going into tonight?
My predictions are that CHS will win by at least, I want to say, 2 possessions. They're 5-2 as of right now. They've been playing very great football. Kenwood has been on the back burner this season. Offense hasn't been able to get it done. Are just having above 500 record of 4-3. So I don't see Kenwood pulling this one out, unfortunately.
Alrighty, now Kenwood does have that power running back, Dante Mayberry.
Oh, yes, sir. Now, Dante Mayberry, he led the city last year with rushing yards with 1,300. He's been on the back burner as well as the whole offense has been. I talked to him earlier this week. He said they're going to try to come out with a win to help keep playoff implications. So they're going to try to get the win today, and hopefully they can.
Alrighty, we're about almost 30 seconds out before kickoff. One more person I did want to talk about was Dante Hurt of Clarksville High School. Now, I do believe he's wearing the number 9 jersey tonight.
Yes, sir. He looks like he is receiving the kick. He's a vertical threat. He's about 6'1", 6'2". He's fast. He can play inside or outside at the receiver spot, so Kenwood needs to be sure to be aware of him. If not, he's going to have a field day.
Now, we've seen that Kenwood from last year loves to keep the ball on the ground. But going into tonight, what are some keys for them?
They need to stick with keeping the ball on the ground. Kenwood has found much success with running the ball and not as well passing. Their offensive line is injured. They're depleted. They don't have much depth. Mayberry can break runs off. He's fast. He's physical. He's strong. So I feel their best bet is just to keep the ball on the ground, and hopefully they can collect yards that way.
Alrighty, but we are all lined up here for the kickoff, and this game's about to get underway. It is a beautiful day for football here in Clarksville. Here comes the kick. A little bit of a squib kick down the line. It's going to be picked up by Clarksville, run to the left. Trying to break some tackles, but he's going to get all the way to about the 33-yard line.
Kickoff well by number 13, DeMar Leslie.
Now, Tyvon, I'd say right there, that's not bad field position for Clarksville High.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Their quarterback, number 4, Cooper, he has a very strong arm, and how the way they're looking, they're going to throw the ball a lot this game.
Speaking of Cooper, he's going to be starting out tonight, looks like in the backfield. And in shotgun formation, has a receiver down at the bottom of your screen. Devin Bender. Cooper. And Cooper is wrapped up in the backfield, and that's going to be a sack. Looks like that sack was taken by number 76 of Kenwood. I'm sorry, that'd be 78. Jacoy George. That'll bring second down and many to go. Cooper in shotgun formation. He's going to keep it, and he's not going to get much on that one. Still is unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he's going to be backed up some more.
Kenwood's defense has been shown to have spurts of energy. They try to do the same for the offense. Offense hasn't been able to get it done this season, but the defense, they're full of energy. They need to win this game to stay in the playoff talks, so they're playing really well so far.
Cooper, back to pass. In trouble, scrambling, ball is thrown, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, but it is going to bring up fourth down.
Great defense by Kenwood's secondary.
Seems Kenwood's defense has definitely come out here, and they've definitely put out a great first effort, but you can't really tell too much. It's very early on in the game, so only time will tell.
They're definitely carrying a lot of momentum. Defense hype is going to make the offense hype, and hopefully they'll carry that momentum to form a drive, put 6 on the board.
Clarksville back to punt. Ball is going to be picked up Looks like that was by number 4 of Kenwood, Ford Cooper. I'm sorry, I read the wrong roster on that one. Kavarius Moody.
Kenwood takes over, 1st and 10 from its own 35-yard line.
Now, was picking it up one of the best decisions right there, Tavon?
Honestly, no. That could have easily been muffed. They could have got the ball back. Offense would have carried that momentum, and it would have definitely put 6 on the board.
But again, Kenwood, great field position on the other side of the board, starting it out at about the 35-yard line. Anthony Smith hands it off. Hands it to Dante Mayberry, and he's going to be put in the backfield. He's going to be stopped on the line of scrimmage.
Great defense by CHS. Dante Hurt able to stay there, knew that Mayberry was cutting back. He stayed to his job, was able to get the tackle.
Anthony Smith in shotgun. Hands it off. It's going to be a run up the middle by Dante. He's going to break through a few tackles, and it looks like we're going to be moving the chains.
Great play by Kenwood. Able to get the defense on their heels with a draw play. Mayberry, he's very fast. He's able to get the first down.
Looks like they're going to keep it behind the chain. It's going to stay 2nd down. 3rd down, my bad. Anthony Smith under center. Pitch to the right. Dante Mayberry, he's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Stopped in the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Great pursuit. Great pursuit.
Number 25.
And we've seen both teams' defenses are coming out to play. They're not going to give a whole lot for you. You're going to have to work for everything.
Seems like they both really want to win this game tonight.
Absolutely. Back to receive the punt. Looks like it's number 9. Our player to watch of tonight, Dante Hurt. That ball's going to be dropped. It looks like it's going to stop right at about the 20-21 yard line. And here come the Clarksville Wildcats. Cooper still in shotgun formation. Hands it off, runs up the middle. He's going to be stopped at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two behind it.
Kenwood did not fall trap to that motion. They kept to their assignments, and they were able to get a tackle for loss.
With 2nd down and 8 to go.
Cooper back to pass. And it's going to be caught by number 11, Douglas Mann of Clarksville High for a gain of about 5 yards.
Stretches to the 44-yard line. And that's enough for a Wildcat touchdown.
Another handoff. And that's going to be dropped into the backfield. It's almost as if Clarksville takes 1 step forward and Kenwood's pushing them 3 steps back.
Yeah, Kenwood is definitely pursuing to the ball the harder than they have this season. They've been working hard in practice. It's now showing in game. They really need this win, and they're showing and they're proving it.
Absolutely. Number 11, 4. Clarksville High is back to catch. Lost the ball in the air. That's Devin Bender, excuse me. Now it seems Clarksville is definitely taking a lot more chances in the air tonight. Kenwood's pretty much stayed on the ground so far. Like I said, it is still early in the game. Cooper goes out to the right, throws it, and overthrown as he is hit, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They're really running to that ball this game.
It seems this game is going to be a mostly defense-dominated game. Who can play defense the most?
With CHS having more depth, I want to say Clarksville High, but Kenwood shows to not be scared as well. They've been able to get 3 and outs on both of their drives, so we'll see who comes out on top.
And the punt all the way back to the 30-yard line. And now here come the offense of the Kenwood Knights.
We'll give up the ball. Kenwood 1st and 10.
Now we definitely have already seen a lot of Dante Mayberry. Do you think they're going to stick with him all night long and rely on him for the whole game?
I feel like they should. Dante, he's their best player, best offensive player, played defense as well. They worked on the ground with him, second leading rusher last season. He can definitely make the ball move.
As we see there, Dante Mayberry taken down in the backfield. Both defenses are not giving 1 inch at all. I said it already, it's definitely going to be a defense-dominated game.
I did say earlier that Kenwood should stick on the ground. I feel like that's what's best for them. But if they don't see any more positive plays with this running, they might need to try to take a shot in the air. They have all-state wide receiver, Caleb McQueen.
Anthony Smith looked like he was going to pass, but he hands it off to Mayberry. He's going to run it up the middle for a gain of about what looks like 3 yards.
Dante Mayberry going to start up the middle. Stood up in the middle by number 56, Jacob Coverville. It's 3rd down.
Kenwood trying to figure something out here. Clarksville High not giving them any inch on defense. And here's that pass play. It's going in the air. Overthrown. That pass was targeted to number 16, Caleb McQueen. And Smith just overthrew him, not by a whole lot, but nonetheless still overthrown. And Kenwood is going to be forced to punt it back to Clarksville High.
Caleb definitely had to step on that DB there. If Anthony Smith can somehow get that ball to drop just a little bit lower and not to overthrow Caleb, that's 6 every time.
And here's the punt. A very high punt. And it's actually going to bounce back towards Clarksville High's goal line. And now here come the Wildcats.
Perhaps the 43-yard line.
And ladies and gentlemen, as usual, all of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville Montgomery County School System's website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communication. Watch and replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. APSU-TV available on Spectrum 192, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and CDE Lightband Channel 9. Clarksville with a run up the middle, and he's actually going to break through for about a gain of 2.
Sam Smith up the middle. Traylon Jackson on the shot for the night. Second down, 8.
Another run. Oh, by the quarterback, but then pitched. And that's run by number 8 of Clarksville High School, Michael Kennedy. And he's going to pick up a first down. I feel like that's the first down we've seen in tonight's game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Clarksville has shown to run the triple option. They made Kenwood bite, handing off to the fullback. Ford Cooper pulled it, pitched it to his receiver, came with the first down. Great play by Clarksville.
Ford in the backfield. Has 4 receivers out there. Fakes the throw. He's going to be handing it off.
Ooh, great run.
And looked like Sam Smith on the run to the left down the line. He didn't really give much up on that one.
Oh yeah, he was definitely dragging 2 or 3 defenders on that play. It just shows who really wanted it more.
Clarksville High, I was watching their kicker before the game. Here's a run up the middle with a big gain. It looks like we're going to be moving the chains again. With that being said, they're just about inside field goal range for Clarksville's kicker. I was watching him pregame, and he was hitting them from about the 30-yard line with no problem.
Oh yeah, CHS, they had a kicker last year named Caden Patterson. Very great kickers. CHS has been known to have pretty good kickers in their history. I suspect this one is a good kicker as well.
Clarksville. Well, Tavon, what have you seen so far?
I've seen that the offense for Clarksville's mixing it up. They've done a couple pass plays. The triple option really keeps the defense on their heels. It's very hard to stop. They can either hand it off to the fullback, let the quarterback run it. If the quarterback doesn't want to run it, it's also an RPO, so he can also throw the ball to a receiver, but if not, he can also pitch it to the slot. That's back of the field for him.
We have definitely seen a few different variations of tonight's game. And there is a penalty on the play. I didn't see what they called.
That's 1 yard from the marker.
But it looks like it's going to be on Kenwood.
Catch with second down and 1.
Cooper in shot. Hands it off, run to the middle. He's going to drive for about a gain of 4.
Diving over left tackle. Back in the red zone, first down.
Cooper hands it off again. He's going to keep it. Puts a little bit of a move, and he's going to be at the goal line.
With Kenwood's defense, they have to learn how to be disciplined. They have to learn not to try to play hero ball and try to make different assignments that they're not supposed to. They all have assignments to stay on, either the fullback, the quarterback, or the receiver.
And that right there looks like he got in, but they might have put him a little bit short.
Yes, inside the 5. It's first down and goal to go.
There's a run. And he's going to be short again, bringing up second down.
This goal line defense for Kenwood seems to be really putting a knock on Clarksville's offense.
Cooper. He's going to keep it and run to the outside, but there are 2 Kenwood Knights standing right there, and he's going to get wrapped up.
Cooper to the line of scrimmage.
And now it's 3rd down, 3 yards to go. And now Clarksville's going to have to figure something out here. They've been stopped twice. They're going to have to pick something up here.
The linebackers have been pursuing very hard to the ball, making sure that Ford Cooper does not reach the end zone. Try to get him to 3 points.
And looks like a flag is going to be thrown out onto the play. Looked like the ball kind of popped out there for a second, but Cooper was able to jump right back on it.
Oh, of course. Kenwood seemed to knock the ball out for Cooper's hand. Recovered it just quickly enough. It could have been turned over, and that would have caused momentum for Kenwood's offense to move it down the field.
Looks like it is now 4th down, and Cooper's going to stay out there.
This is a play for Kenwood's defense.
In shotgun. Looking for something. Throw across the middle. It is caught. And that's going to be a Wildcat touchdown.
Great play by Clarksville. Kenwood thought they were going to run. They didn't do the run. Dante Hurt ran the slant. He was wide open on the catch.
Dante Hurt with a touchdown. He was our player to watch for Clarksville High. And as you can see there, as to why.
He seems to be a mismatch anywhere on the field with great size, great speed. It seems like no one could guard him.
Whistle's been blown. Here comes the penalty. Offsides on Kenwood. Tyler Pina with the extra point attempt.
Kenwood was just short of getting the stop on 4th and goal. Hopefully they can put some points up on the board with their offense. Able to feed Dante Mayberry the ball, and hopefully Anthony Smith will be able to throw it through the air and get it to Caleb.
Absolutely. And we saw there Clarksville ran the ball the first 3 downs ran the ball. Actually, I would say they ran it way more than that even before they got to the goal line. And then on that last 4th down, it felt like all of Kenwood thought they were going to be running the ball to the left side again, and then all of a sudden you have Dante Hurt coming out of nowhere with a slant route.
And that's just great play calling by CHS. They have a great head coach in Isaac Shelby. He knows how to call plays. He knew that Kenwood was going to go for the run. They ran it on all 3 downs. They seen it was 4th. The best chance was to throw the ball, and they succeeded by getting 6. And with the kick, they got 7. Now we have to see if Kenwood can capitalize and tie the game.
All righty. Clarksville High School. Number 16, Jalen Hayhurst. To kick it off to Kenwood to start us out. There's about 55.9 seconds left in the first quarter, and Clarksville is leading Kenwood 7-0. A very nice kick as it's going to go all the way to the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Leaders tonight are referee Jay Frick, umpires Gary Darden, side judge Jim Jones.
Now, Kenwood has kind of been doing the same thing we've only seen a few passing attempts from Anthony Smith. You know, we were talking, if you're not seeing anything successful soon, you're going to have to start going into the air more. And it hasn't looked too good for Dante Mayberry. It looks like they have zoned in on him.
Yeah, Clarksville have noticed Dante Mayberry, he's the guy to stop. If they stop Mayberry, it looks like they'll win the game if Kenwood doesn't resort to passing.
To Dante Mayberry on the right side. He's going to run. Looks like he's going to get a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
Great run by Mayberry to see his blocks, bounce it out to the outside, and get a couple of positive yards.
Anthony Smith in the shotgun. Hands it out to Dante Mary, but to the left side this time. And he's going to get past the first down line. 42.2 seconds left in the first quarter. Tyvon, what are you thinking?
Seems to be an injury on the field.
Injury on the field.
Seems like the offense has been moving well, though, for Kenwood. Mayberry's been able to get some positive runs. Looks like if they keep running the ball, by the looks of it, looks like they won't be able to score after the first. But hopefully coming right back in after they switch sides, maybe they'll be able to punch it in.
That may be true. Now, Kenwood definitely is trying to get down this field. Now, don't get me wrong, they have a full 42.2 seconds left, and then we go into the second quarter. But you definitely don't want to let this lead linger on.
No, definitely not. Clarksville High School is one of those teams where they don't play mercy. They won't try to play conservative whenever they have a big lead. They'll just keep putting points up on you. So Kenwood has to be aware of that and realize that Clarksville High School, they need to win just as desperately as Kenwood does. So they need to put points up as quick as possible.
Absolutely. Clarksville coming into tonight with a 5-2 record. And Kenwood coming in with a 4-3 record. And with high school football does not last a very long time. The playoffs are going to be coming up on us quickly.
Oh, yes. They only have about 2 more games left in the regular season, and then it's playoffs. So Kenwood definitely needs these wins.
Absolutely. A run right there by Kenwood. Only good for about a 5-yard gain, maybe 4. And it looks like the clock is going to run down. We're at 10 seconds left. Kenwood might go ahead and try to play one more. Maybe unlikely. But he did get the ball off. Dante Mayberry on the left side. And he will get the first down. And then tackled out of bounds.
It was a great block by his fullback, Anthony Cobb. Anthony Cobb has been shown to be a very consistent blocker these past couple of weeks. He was the main prominent player in helping Mayberry get 284 rushing yards, first game of the season against Greenbrier.
Absolutely. So at the end of the first, it is Clarksville High School 7, Kenwood High School 0.
Got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Going back to Clarksville High School, where Clarksville High School is winning 7-0 against the Kenwood Knights. Now, Tavon, after the first quarter, what are your thoughts?
Kenwood has been shown to be moving the ball well these last couple of plays. Mayberry's been shown to get positive yards. Clarksville hasn't been able to stop them. Now that they've been shown to put Clarksville's defense on their heels with the run plays, maybe they could try throwing it in the air to Caleb. He's been open.
All right, well, play is about to get underway as Anthony Smith is on the field, getting situated.
First down, Kenwood.
And they've definitely been targeting Dante Mayberry all game today. Smith under center. There's the ball. It looks like he's actually going to try to pass it. The ball is way up in the air. And he definitely caught that. And that is going to be a Kenwood High School touchdown.
Just like we stated earlier, they kept the defense on their heels. They came with a pass play. They were able to execute it to the star receiver, Caleb McQueen. He snags on the defender and has been shown to able to run it in for 6. Great play by Kenwood.
Unfortunately, there is a flag on the play, and it's going to be on Kenwood High School, so that is going to be taken back. It looked like they called an illegal man downfield. Unfortunately for Kenwood, as beautiful as a play as that was, it will be taken back.
Bring it back to the 36-yard line. 1st and 15.
Anthony Smith back in the gun. It's a run up the middle for a few yards. Looks like it's going to be back at the 40-yard line. That was that would be Anthony Cobb on the run. Now Kenwood, after that play, they're going to have to figure something out here. 11:20 left in the second quarter.
Hopefully they can try to get the yards back, maybe throwing it in the air.
Well, we saw there a pitch to the right side. A few yards are going to be gotten.
Clarksville's defense is all over and there seems to be a flag on the play.
Looks like that was Timothy Cross on the run. Kenwood definitely trying to get something going here after you get scored on and then you get a weird penalty for it. And now there's a penalty on Clarksville High School.
Was face mask on the defense?
Face mask.
Seems to be an automatic first down.
And that it will. That's going to help Kenwood out a lot.
Yeah, Kenwood definitely just got a break there. They weren't able to make any plays running the ball. Now they get a restart on first down. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Kenwood just trying to figure something out. What can work tonight? And we saw it already. It looks like the pass play is going to work.
Oh, yes. If they keep throwing it to Caleb, he's your star receiver. He's one of those players that you need to give 15 to 20. Now, there was... The ref ruled him as down.
Yep.
There's a break for Mayberry there. He's been having trouble with ball security these past couple of weeks. A couple of weeks ago against East Nashville, he had about 3 fumbles on the pitch. Seems like he can't just hold the ball. Hopefully, he'll learn to keep that ball high and tight.
Smith in the gun with Mayberry behind him. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion on the field of the Kenwood Knights. Ball is snapped, pushed over to Dante. He's going to be running, finds a hole. And he stays on his feet and it's taken out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Now I have to give a shout out to the wide receivers for holding up their blocks. That's how Kenwood's going to be able to succeed as Mayberry breaks off a huge run and able to get off the first down for the offense. Let's see if they can punch it in for 6, make it a tie game.
Ten minutes left in the second quarter. Score still 7-0 Wildcats. Anthony Smith under center. It's going to be a handoff down the middle. Good enough, just all the way to about the 10-yard line. Looks like it was
Anthony Cobb there. Ran it up the middle, big and physical, was able to burst through that bruising, menacing Clarksville defense and able to get positive yards for Kenwood.
Smith back to pass, looking for something, a little bit of a pitch throw. Unfortunately, it'll be intercepted by the Wildcats.
Great defense there with number 19, Nico Clark. He was shown to stay disciplined, stayed on that fullback, was able to come off with the interception. Anthony Smith, the quarterback for Kenwood, he has to watch. He has to make his progressions. After he made his first read, he should have saw that he wasn't open. Maybe run it, maybe throw it to your second open receiver, but that's a pass you cannot force.
Absolutely, and it seems to me, from my point of view, it was almost a play that I'm not understanding why it was thrown. It seemed that he was completely covered. But now, Ford Cooper is on the play. He's going to run it, and he's going to pick up a few amount of yards. He's going to get about 6 on the run.
Good run by Cooper there. Keep the defense on their feet with the triple option. Able to break off a couple defenders, get some positive yards. Seems they're 5 yards off from the first down.
Cooper in the back. He's looking to pass. And that's going to be caught by Dante Hurt, our player to watch of tonight. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 34-yard line.
Like we stated earlier, Jeff, Dante, he's a mismatch for anybody out there. Play inside or outside. He's big, he's fast, he's physical. He came out with the first down. Great pass by Ford Cooper.
Clarksville definitely going to want to keep that kind of momentum going. Here's a run by Clarksville to the left side. Sam Smith on the run for Clarksville. He's going to pick up a few. Looks like it's going to be a 5-yard carry. Going to bring up second down.
Seems like 27 is being really physical in them trenches. He's able to come out breaking multiple defenders.
And here he is again, going to run it right up the middle. He's going to get stopped.
Up the middle.
It was a good effort by Clarksville. However, Kenwood was definitely ready for that one.
Keeping a good eye on him this time, hoping he doesn't get any positive yards at all.
3rd down and 2.
Clarksville looking to do something. Dante Hurt at the bottom of the screen. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it go to him. Oh, but it's going to be pitched to the outside, and that's going to pick up a first down. Michael Kennedy on the run to pick up the first down and more.
It's a great way for Ford Cooper to hold that ball at the very last second so the defense can be pursued in on him. He pitched it out to the wide open man. He was able to get the first down. Great play.
Definitely took a lot of patience for Cooper to stay with that ball until the very last possible second.
And he might have took a hit there, but he got the first down.
Cooper in the gun. Kennedy in motion. Pass to Dante. And that's going to be caught in the end zone. No flags on the field. And that's going to be another 6 points for Clarksville High School.
Once again, it's the mismatch. Ford Cooper saw it. He saw that the defender could not guard Dante. He's 6'2". He's a big dude. He comes away with the grab.
And you see here, it almost
seems like he got away with a slight push-off.
I was about to say the same thing. Looks like he got a little bit of a nudge there. And here is the extra point from Peay. And looks like it is going to be good. Your score here at Clarksville High School, 14-0 Wildcats. We'll be right back here on APSU-TV.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Welcome back to Clarksville High School. I'm Jeff Matthews here with Tyvon Hodge. Tyvon, we've seen a lot of football so far tonight. Tell me, what are your thoughts on this Clarksville High School team?
Clarksville High has been able to punish Kenwood's defense on the ground and through the air, able to come out with 2 big first down catches from Dante Hurt and able to cap it off with a touchdown catch from him. He's been punishing their defense. Seems like Kenwood needs to do something immediately to stop CHS from scoring.
Clarksville High School, 2 touchdowns in tonight's game, both of which coming from Dante Hurt. Kenwood's gonna have to do something here as Clarksville is about to kick it off to them. And that's gonna be all the way into the back of the end zone. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter. I think it's gonna get very interesting here in the next little bit.
As it should. At this point, we're about coming to the midway mark of the second quarter before we go into the half. Kenwood has not been looking decent this game. They need to put some form of points on the board, either by field goal or touchdown. Maybe throw the ball again to Caleb. They got the ball to him. It came off as a touchdown. Maybe try to keep doing the same thing instead of being so one-sided and running the ball. Seems like it's not working for him.
Kenwood going to be starting out at the 20-yard line. Have a player in motion. He's going to take it. And unfortunately, he's going to get stopped in the backfield. Looks like that's going to be Kenwood's Timothy Cross, who gets stopped in the backfield there.
It seems like he wanted to cut it up. One of the defensive linemen got off their block very quickly, shut it off of him, was able to get the tackle for loss. Good defense by Clarksville High.
Smith hands it off, going to the right side. Mayberry had a little bit of a hole, but ran into what looked like his own player, and now he's going to get stopped for about a gain of 6 yards on the play.
Good run by Mayberry. If he doesn't run into his own blocker, he could have had a first down.
Third down and 4 yards to go. Knowing this Clarksville High defense, Kenwood's going to have to do something. They don't want to get caught on a 4th down.
Especially not on the run play.
And here's a run play right here. I might have gotten it. I'm not sure. Looks like they're going to mark him past the first down marker.
Good run by Mayberry. I thought they would have passed there. Seems like they kept it with the run and was able to get a first down. Good job by Kenwood.
1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. Smith in the gun. Wanted to go for the pass, decides to hand it off to Dante Mayberry. And he's going to run it for a big gain all the way down to the 50-yard line.
Seems like this draw play is really working for Kenwood. Able to keep giving the ball to Mayberry, keep giving the positive yards. Big, heavy runner, was able to get the first down.
Kenwood now takes it all the way down to the 49-yard line. Hands it off to Mayberry on the left side. He's going to run it for about a pickup of 4 yards.
Seems like Dante is going to be receiving the carries he needs to help Kenwood move the ball down the field.
Timeout.
Injured player on the field.
For injury.
Not sure who that is on the field. I just hope that he's okay. You hate to see these young players go down like that.
It looks to be starting offensive lineman Zach Kramer.
The injured Kenwood now.
Well, we will let the trainers go and take care of him. Hopefully everything is all right. But Tavon, let's go ahead and talk about tonight a little bit. What have you seen?
I've seen Kenwood's defense play well. I've seen Clarksville's defense play well. I've seen Clarksville's offense playing better than Kenwood's defense, able to capitalize with the passes and on the run game. Kenwood hasn't been able to stop them. They're tired. They're moving down the field. The offense needs to help the defense by moving down the field so they can get some time on the sideline to catch a breather, and hopefully they'll be able to go out there with some more momentum if the offense can put up some points and able to get a stop here.
Now, you see, I feel like both teams have been playing decent defense in tonight's game. The only problem is Clarksville High has just been able to exploit a couple of different times when those times have just been big key moments for Clarksville High School to find them, and they've been able to put points on the board.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Shelby, head coach for Clarksville, has been calling some great plays to help keep the defense. He sees that Kenwood's corners, their secondary, they seem to be a little undersized, and both of Clarksville's starting receivers are over 6 foot. So that's an automatic mismatch. If Ford Cooper can get the ball off to either Dante Hurt or Devin Bender, it just might be a first down every time.
And thankfully that player is off the field, walked off on his own will, which we love to see here, and play is going to resume. 4:18 left on the clock. Second down and 6 to go for Kenwood. The ball is going to look like they're going to put it in the air, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to take it all the way down to the 10-yard line, but he's still going. Let me rephrase that, all the way down to the 1 or to 3rd-yard line there. Looked like that was
down toward the goal line by Frank Warfield.
Kenwood, wide receiver.
Matt
With first down and goal.
Amron?
Anthony Smith with the run. Looks like I have a bunch of players motioning for a touchdown. Haven't seen an official.
Anthony Smith on the quarterback keeper.
It looks like he'll be just short.
They're going to call it inches. That was Mac Amarian on the catch. And now we're going to have to look at it again. Still no sign from an official. And there it is. That's a touchdown, Kenwood.
A very needed play for Kenwood, as heading into the half, they did not want to be down 2 possessions. They were able to capitalize, get 7 by quarterback Anthony Smith, and now hopefully that momentum will carry to Kenwood's defense, and they can get a stop and maybe put 3 on the board heading into the half.
Absolutely, and now Kenwood's kicker, looks like that's number 11, Douglas Mann, to put in the extra point. And it's up, and it is good. Your total is 14 Wildcats, 7 Kenwood Knights. You are here on Austin APSU-TV.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 Wonders of the World.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Welcome back to Clarksville High School, where the Wildcats are taking on the Knights of Kenwood, and the game has gotten a little bit more exciting now. It's 14-7. Kenwood has just scored.
It's been a good look for Kenwood. They were able to capitalize, get 7 points on the board. Now hopefully the defense can get a stop. Clarksville High's offense has been able to mix it up with the triple option with passing, running, and pitching. So if they keep that up, seem to get Kenwood's defense on their heels, they may be able to score.
Absolutely. There's the kickoff. They're going to force Clarksville High to run it. He's going to pick up a couple of blocks, but then he's going to be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Looked like that was Demarius Ussery on the carry. Ford back in the gun. We have a player in motion. Clarksville High runs it up the gut. Looks like it's going to be about a 5-yard carry.
Charging through the middle. In the 5, second down.
Whistle is blown. Looks like Kenwood is going to take a timeout.
Need to take a breather, need to see what's going on with the offense. They seem to be keeping it on the ground, been able to come up with positive yards. Clarksville.
Absolutely. TNHighSchoolFootball.com is the source for all things high school football in Tennessee. From Donovan Stewart's victory formation column to podcast interviews with area coaches, TNHighSchoolFootball.com has you covered. Nominate and vote for weekly players of the week at TNHighSchoolFootball.com. Now, here, Kenwood, I can't imagine. They're going to have to figure out something. They're going to want to put a stop to Clarksville High School before the half.
I'm sure the head coach, Robert Gillard, put some words of motivation into the defense, telling them to stay disciplined, overcome adversity, stay true to your man, and get a stop.
Second down.
Ford hands it off down the middle. Almost looked like there was going to be a huge hole, but a Kenwood player was standing right there, and he's going to be brought down. About a gain of 2 yards on the play.
Ball marked at the 40 with third down and 2.
And looks like that's going to be a false start. We'll see who they call this on. And it will be a false start on Clarksville.
The type of break Kenwood's defense needed to try to get a stop right before the half.
Third down, 7.
There's a pass. Pass play coming. Scrambling, can't find anything, but there is a hole. And Ford is going to run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Great play by Ford Cooper. Was able to stay in the pocket for as long as he can and try to find an open man. He saw nobody. The pocket was closing, and he was able to come out, run out for a first down. Great play by Ford.
And that was a big, big gain on the play. Definitely a great football knowledge right there to make that decision. Quickly brings it up. He's going to run it again. He's going to find a hole. Running to the outside. He's going to pick up another first down. He's going to be tackled by Kenwood. Kavarius Moody playing on both sides of the ball.
Oh yes, Kavarius Moody, he's one of those players that they need on offense and defense. He's a speedster. He can cover inside or out. He's able to help Kenwood's defense a lot.
And now that's going to bring up second down and 1. A minute 48 left on the clock of the second quarter. Score 14-7. Wildcats in the lead.
Seems like Clarksville will be able to punch it off with 6 points right before the half.
Definitely looking to put more points on the board before the half comes. Fumble on the play, but it will be picked up by Clarksville High School.
The defense called for Cooper off guard. He fumbled, able to pick it up right back quickly. Great recovery by him.
Loss of 1. Clock to the rolling clock. Second down, 11.
Cooper in the back. He's going to toss it to the left side. He's going to try to put a move on, but no dice. He's going to pick up about maybe 3 yards. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Wildcats take their first timeout of the half. 1:01 to go.
Seems like Clarksville caused their first time out of the half. Isaac Shelby looking to motivate the offense. It's fourth down. Hopefully come off with a pass play. Go into the end zone.
Clarksville definitely putting up a fighting effort here. However, they're going to have to figure out something with third and 7. Excuse me, I think I did say 4th and 7. They're going to have to figure out something here. They're definitely going to want to put points on the board before the half starts. Before the half ends, I'm sorry. Cooper in the back. And it looks like it's going to be another passing play. Thrown up, mismatch. And that's going to be a touchdown for Clarksville High School.
As expected, Coach Shelby gave the notion to Ford Cooper to throw that ball. He throws it to another great receiver in Devin Bender, able to snag over Kavarius Moody and come down both feet in the end zone and come out with a touchdown.
Definitely a great effort by both quarterback and receiver. And that's going to put them up 20-7. And there's the extra point. And it is good.
62 seconds to go before halftime. The Wildcats on top. 21-7.
Kenwood's defense is looking a little depleted here. They seem to be unmotivated, discouraged. They can't go out like that going into the half. They have to be motivated, knowing that they need this win to stay in the talks of playoffs. Hopefully they can get it done in the second half.
Absolutely. 21-7 is your score. 52.3 seconds left in the second quarter. We're going to keep it right here on APSU-TV. Now, Kenwood, there's still time left on the clock. Do you full force go out and try to score another touchdown here?
Oh, absolutely for Kenwood. They're at a make-or-break position right now. They're down 2 possessions right before the half, and Clarksville is known to keep throwing that ball to their receivers. What it looks like now for Kenwood, Anthony Smith has got to get the ball to Caleb McQueen and Kavarius Moody. They're both great receivers. They're able to get positive yards. Seems like that's what's needed. They cannot run the ball here. They don't have that much time.
I would have to agree with you on that one. And there's the kick. It's going all the way. And he's going to catch it, and he's going to try to run this one back. And he found a little bit of a hole. He's going to get all the way down to the 30-yard line. Took about 10 seconds off the clock, 45.7 seconds left.
On the return for Kenwood.
And now Clarksville's high school's defense is going to come out onto the field and try to put a stop to these Kenwood Knights.
A well-needed drive for Kenwood here. They need to move the ball down the field before the half. Hopefully come out with even 3 points, if not 6.
And there's a pass by Kenwood, and that's going to be good. They're going to have to hustle here. That clock's going to stop. And the clock now continues to continue. 30 seconds left. And that's going to be almost another first down. Looks like they're going to mark him short of it. 23.2 seconds left.
A good catch by Caleb McQueen. Able to come down with both feet, get in bounds, stop the clock. Hopefully Kenwood can keep moving the ball downfield and come out with 6.
Kenwood. Trying to pick something up here. They're going to have to figure something out. They're on the 48-yard line. They don't have to go too much farther for field goal position, but that right there can definitely be hard on you. A fumble on the play that wasted a lot of time for Kenwood. 12.3 left on the clock.
Recovered by the lineman. Seems like there's a down player in the defense on the field. It seems to be Clarksville's star offensive lineman, Jason Eaton. Now, Jason Eaton, he's a guy you need to be watching for on the offensive line for Clarksville. He's 6'8", 330 pounds, holds multiple offers from big Division I schools such as LSU, South Carolina, Indiana, Wisconsin, and many more. He's a senior. He'll be making his commitment very soon as the football season begins to end. And we should be seeing him playing on Saturdays, maybe even Sundays.
Well, I tell you what, that's a pretty good looking pick and choose of commitments right there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He has many to choose from. He does not have to rush his decision. It's going to be great for Clarksville. These players getting more looks.
And thankfully, he looks like he's getting up on his own right there. 12.3 seconds left. 1st and 10 on your 44. I'm expecting to see here a short play plus a field goal. What are you thinking?
I'm seeing the same thing. If they ran the 2 same plays, maybe even 6, they need to get at least a first down on this pass. They can't get anything less in order to score. So Kenwood has to move the ball down the field, maybe throw it to the big target, getting Caleb McQueen. He seemed to come out with the first catch. Hopefully come down with the second one.
Maybe a slight pass to the outside. Just try to move that ball up just a tad bit more. Like I said, you don't need a whole lot more just for a field goal attempt here. Smith in the back, along with Dante Mayberry. Screen pass. And it's going to be a fake. And that is super unfortunate for the Kenwood Knights as Anthony Smith throws this ball. And Tyvon, I'll let you take it over from here.
They tried to set up the wide receiver screen from to Caleb. Seems like it was a trick play. They tried to throw it to their open man, Kavarius Moody, and he could not come down with the catch. Kavarius Moody was wide open. He's a track guy. He's very speedy. He has to come down with those catches, especially in a pivotal moment here. Only 5 seconds left in the half. They needed that.
They really did, that is for sure. And it bounced right off the chest pad of the Kenwood player there. Almost heartbreaking as we watch that play unfold. Smith in the back again. He's gonna keep it. Long pass caught by Moody. Moody trying to get somewhere. He's unable to get there, and the clock will run out. And at your half, it is 21 Wildcats, 7 Kenwood Knights. We are here on APSU-TV, and we will be right back.
Listen up, Ohio Valley Conference fans. ESPN's mission is to serve sports fans anytime, anywhere. And now with ESPN Plus, fans can get access to thousands of live events and original programming for only $4.99 a month. That means you can finally watch more sports from the Ohio Valley Conference anytime, anywhere on all your favorite devices. To access ESPN Plus, download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com and just tap on the Start My 7-Day free trial to get started. ESPN Plus, more sports, more conferences, more schools, more universities, more teams. Download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com today.
How will you lead to a better future? Will you lead through life-changing innovations? Or will your leadership shine through the quality of your work? Success is defined by the individual. So it's time to think about the person you want to be and where you will learn to lead through excellence. It's time to become a governor at Austin Peay.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
Back here at Goes on the Go, I'm Christian Christensen, and today we're changing it up. So last week we got to hear from head volleyball coach Taylor Mott, and this week we're going to give you a little inside scoop on who the hosts are, beginning with Bryce Beeman. Bryce, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm glad
well.
to be here.
Doing well. I'm excited. I'm excited. So Bryce and Hunter just broke down, obviously, what was going on in Austin Peay sports this previous week, and they will tell you what is to come. But before we get to that, we're going to find out a little bit about Bryce. We'll get Hunter up here in a second, but Bryce, I want to know, your story. I want to know how you got to Austin Peay, and what was the road.
Well, actually, as you know, I was a transfer. So I actually came here in the January of my sophomore year. So I've been here for about a year and a half now. But yeah, so basically I was at Indiana State my freshman year, and I got a coaching change going into my sophomore year for soccer. And I just kind of didn't really feel that coach too much, so it happens in college sports. And so so this is how I got to Austin Peay. I'd never heard of it before until my freshman year, my very first game playing soccer, I actually played Austin Peay. And so it was my first collegiate soccer game, so that's kind of fun. And my parents were there, everything, and they're like, when I was looking to transfer, they're like, oh, Bryce, like look into that Austin Peay school. Like it's real pretty campus, everything. And I was like, oh, I think I remember it. That was my first game, okay. And so I actually wrote an email when I'm sending my transfer emails out, and the coach at the time was Kelly Guth. I remember when she called me, she was like, we're going to bring the fun back to you in soccer, everything. And that was just kind of something that spoke to me. And then I also just loved the girls. And that was kind of a big thing. I wanted to, sisters as well as teammates. And that was kind of a big moment for me as well. And also kind of fun. Shout out to our comm program. I fell in love with the communications program as well.
Yeah, well, you do a lot here. But before we get to what you do in the comm department, I do want to hear about your team. What that impact has been for you. I know you've made a lot of friendships.
I have made lifelong best friends. Like I would call these girls, if I ever get married, they're gonna be my bridesmaids type thing, as people say. But I have like my roommate who actually like took me in January. I actually lived in like a loft. I had curtains for walls and I didn't have a door. And so, but that's how I met my one roommate, and we're best friends, like attached at the hip. We don't ever leave each other. She actually dropped me off on the way here and everything is how I got here. But, and then there's also a couple other girls, like we just constantly just walk into each other's homes. Like you don't knock or say you're going over. So it's just a great atmosphere, and our team just loves each other so much. And I couldn't ask for a better team.
Well, you know, coming off of a couple losses now, I do want to mention you've got more to come, okay? And obviously you guys have been very successful at home. You and Hunter mentioned that at the desk. What do you look forward to into conference play, and what is it that you feel your team needs to change moving forward?
I think that last weekend we were kind of more reacting to the ball rather than reacting a little sooner. So when they would pass it, we kind of would then go to the ball, whereas instead of kind of judging where the ball was going to go. And I feel like the previous weekend we were doing better in our first weekend of conference. We were there on the team, and we were defending right away rather than reacting to when the ball was passed. And I feel like last weekend we were a little slower moving, and so I think that kind of affected us. So I think this coming weekend we need to just kind of have that same spark and energy that we had against Tennessee Tech and like Belmont. But I think that we're a very scrappy team, and I think if we continue to just fight and everything, I think we will kind of wear teams out, because I think we don't stop, and I think that we have a lot of fast players and just kind of nitty-gritty players, and I think that'll kind of help us going into conference if we just continue that type of play.
Well, one of the best things about the soccer team, if you're watching right now and you don't know all about them, they certainly have the energy on campus, and it is so exciting to be around all of you guys. And actually, you've done a pretty good job of being able to hone that in and make that into a professional style in the comm department. So if you haven't seen Bryce, here she is, and you'll be seeing a lot more of her because she does a lot of stuff around here. So talk to us about what you do around this department.
Oh, wow. So I sideline for basketball. I got to do that. I got to shadow sidelining for football, and I'm hoping to maybe get to do some with the high school team. But I also do interviews with the volleyball team and the soccer team, so I actually get to interview my own teammates, which is pretty fun, because it's kind of weird, because I kind of want to like laugh in the middle of it when they say something goofy, but I can't do that. But it's a lot of fun. So I always do like interviews whenever someone gets OVC Player of the Week with like volleyball or soccer. I do this show. I also help out with the TV news, which is on Fridays. So if you ever want to tune in. But that's pretty much my main things. I'm trying to get a show started with me and another girl, so that'll be pretty interesting if we can get that going.
Cool. So a lot going on. You certainly stay busy. Once again, we're here with Bryce Beeman. She's on the soccer team here. She's also a host here at Govs on the Go, and we're doing a little Meet the Host segment. So one last question before I let you go, because we're going to bring Hunter Sanders in here in just a moment. But what is Austin Peay meant to you? What are you going to use in your future that you've learned here, and how is it impacting everything that is to come?
Well, just with the comm program and how well they are, and just letting you jump in right away. Like I remember I first got here in my sophomore year, and I got a hold of you actually, and they're like, "Oh, you want to do a show? Like jump on in, like jump in with Christian." And I was like, "Okay." So I have such a reel that I'm gonna have by the time I graduate, what I'm hoping. So I'll be able to just kind of have that after Austin Peay. So that's been just such a beneficial help to me, as well as just like the friendships I've made. I constantly have people I can just reach out to that have helped me throughout. Our professors, I know if I ever need anything, I can go to them. So Austin Peay has been a blessing. It's just helped me so much, and I just look forward to the future.
Yeah, well, we certainly appreciate it, Bryce, and you will see her here in just a moment. But until then, we're going to be back here on Govs on the Go. We'll have Hunter Sanders, part of the tennis team. A big thanks again to Bryce Beeman, who is part of the soccer team. We look forward to having you right back. Stick with us here on Govs on the Go. Back here at Govs on the Go, once again, episode 2. We are super excited to have you back. Last week, you knew in our guest segment, we had head coach Taylor Mott of the volleyball team here. And that was a great experience, getting to know what her team was about and what they look forward to this season. And then we just heard from Bryce Beeman a moment ago. It's another Meet the Host segment. This time, Hunter Sanders of the tennis team. Hunter, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Happy to be here.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm excited to have you, and I want to know a little bit about you because you are going to be the host for Govs on the Go, at least for the next few weeks. We want to know a little bit about what you're about, what you're interested in. So let's begin with your journey to Austin Peay.
Right. So kind of like Bryce mentioned before, I was a transfer out of high school. I went to a very small school. It was called Ottawa University. I'm talking like 500 students and not much communications department.
Yeah.
And so I got there, and the level of tennis wasn't really what I was looking for, nor was the level of academics. And so I had a friend who came here from Kansas City, where I'm from, and he was playing here. He talked really great about it. He said, "You're still looking to come here? We need a couple players." So I got in contact with a coach, worked some things out, and I was able to come here. I was here for a semester. Some things didn't work out the way that we were hoping they would, and I kind of due to some issues, I had to leave. And I went to another school called Arizona Christian University in Phoenix, Arizona. Another small school, like 1,000 students, but a good tennis team. And it was fun, but it wasn't Austin Peay. And I really missed being here. And long story short, I kind of was able to get in contact with my coach here and worked some things out, and I was able to come back in the fall.
Well, we're super excited to have you, especially for Govs on the Go this time, as you'll be recapping. Hunter does a lot of our reporting, recapping on all the sports. We'll have him at the end, too, to talk about what is to come. But continuing with Hunter, you know, I have to mention something. Our relationship, because we're here in Clarksville, Tennessee right now, but a lot of people don't know, we're both from Kansas City. Played on the same middle school football team. And we didn't even know it until, what was it, 2 years ago at the broadcast?
Yeah, we were in the booth.
Yeah.
And we got to talking and worked our way back.
Turns out we played on the same football team in middle school. So small world, but now we're here in Clarksville, Tennessee, taking advantage of incredible opportunities that our department has to offer. So talk a little bit about what it's done for you and what you plan to do with it.
It's incredible. Neither of the schools that I was at before had half of the communication department we have here. And like Bryce talked about, it's so easy and they let you jump in. I've been here for 2 years, and I want to be in front of the camera eventually. In this semester, I got in touch with you and Barry and some of the other professors, and it's amazing how quickly they just let you jump in, and they let you learn for yourself. And it's really, really cool. And the live productions that we're working on the weekends is like the exact stuff that I want to do after college. So it's very cool.
There's no better way to learn than to be thrown right in the mix of it. So that's always a positive. So let's talk about some of the other things you do on campus. I know you're involved in Fellowship of Christian Athletes. You do some Bible studies around campus as well. So how are those events, and what impact have they had on your friendship here on campus?
It's phenomenal. The way that God's been working in my life while I'm here is it's incredible. And the community that we have at Austin Peay, I couldn't say enough about it. That's how I've grown closer to you, my teammates, all of the other athletes. It's really great.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So what can you take from Austin Peay before we wrap up? Once again, here with Hunter Sanders of the tennis team here. He's also a host for Govs on the Go. I do want to get your take on what you can do with what Austin Peay has to offer for your future. And whether it could be your sport, or it could even be in terms of the communication department, whatever it is that, you know, the tools that it's given you, how can you use that in your future?
Right. I mean, it's incredible as long as I take advantage of the opportunities here and utilize everything and learn, because it's so hands-on. And especially with the communications department. I mean, in the athletics as well. Our athletics department is great for a mid-major school. But it's so hands-on, and it's really easy to take advantage of.
Cool. Well, once again, Hunter Sanders of the tennis team, super excited to have him here. He's one of my buddies, along with Bryce as well. We will be back soon, though, because we've got a little bit to what is to come in terms of sports here on campus. Once again, if it's athletics happening here at Austin Peay, we're going to get you covered. We'll talk about what games are happening this week, who's going to travel where, and what's going on. Christian Christensen, Hunter Sanders, but we'll be back with Bryce at the desk as soon as we get back. This is Govs on the Go.
I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee. Fort Knox, Kentucky. Jackson, Tennessee.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Little Rock, Arkansas. St. Louis, Missouri.
Gaffney, South Carolina.
Seattle, Washington.
Jeremy, Haiti. I'm from Três Pontas, Brazil.
Chicago, Illinois.
Hawaii.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Brazelton, Georgia.
From Modesto, California. I want to be a neonatal nurse, an athletic trainer, an accountant.
Playing the NFL.
An interior designer.
Physical therapist.
Law enforcement officer.
Ultrasound technician. Social worker.
Physician.
Politician.
Psychologist, a CPA.
Field social worker.
Nurse practitioner.
Physical therapist. Restaurant owner.
A politician. Start my own business. Veterinary.
Elementary school teacher.
The NBA player.
Cardiovascular surgeon.
Anesthesiologist.
A businesswoman in Nashville.
Social worker in Miami, Florida.
Politician in Washington, D.C.
Colorado.
Orlando, Florida. Houston, Texas.
In Chattanooga.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Seattle, Washington.
Nashville, Tennessee. San Diego, California.
Nashville, Tennessee.
New York City, New York.
San Diego, California.
Atlanta, Georgia. Nashville.
Los Angeles, California.
New York, New York.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Orlando, Florida.
Los Angeles, California.
Baltimore, Maryland. Clarksville, Tennessee.
Carolina Beach, Carolina.
Philadelphia.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Clarksville, Tennessee.
And welcome back to Clarksville High School. I'm Jeff Matthews here with Tavon Hodge. Now, Tavon, the score right now is Clarksville High School 21, Kenwood 7. Just kind of to go back through the first half of the game, what have we seen so far?
We've seen that Clarksville can get it done through the air, on the ground, on defense covering. They was able to get a pick, able to force a fumble, was able to score throwing the ball, and also been shown to gain positive yards running the ball. Kenwood, they've been having some complications passing the ball, came out with an interception, a drop from Kavarius Moody. They were able to get a sneak in by the quarterback, Anthony Smith. Dante Mayberry was able to come off some positive plays running the ball, but it seems like that's just not enough. Seems like coming into the half, they need to throw the ball just a tad bit more to Caleb McQueen, their star receiver, and maybe even get some short passes out to Kavarius Moody. Now, once again, he is a track guy. He's very fast. He's able to make guys miss in the open field. He can get it done. Let's see if Robert Gallard can make the right plays so Kenwood can succeed and stay in playoff implication.
Absolutely. Now, I think you probably mentioned Dante Mayberry, Kenwood star running back. He has been on the field, it seems like, for almost every play. Him and Kamarius Moody playing on both sides of the ball, as always. But Mayberry has, it seems every drive, he has touched the ball at least twice in every drive.
Oh, of course. That's what Kenwood's offense needs to do. It's their best player offensively. He can get it done on the ground. If maybe they threw a screen pass or something to him, he can get it done through the air as well. Dante Mayberry, he's a threat. He's a threat that Clarksville needs to subdue. stop so he can't break off any long plays. Kenwood needs him, and he needs to show that he can carry the team on his back whenever the pass isn't working.
All right, now I do believe we are going to show up some standings here in a moment. We're about 43 seconds out from coming back to the start of the third quarter. Now, going into the third quarter, what are some expectations you're going to have for Kenwood?
Expectations, I see Kenwood throwing the ball a lot more, mixing it up with the run, keeping Dante on the field, keeping him fresh, keeping him ready, warm. Hopefully the defense can get a stop, be disciplined enough to stop the triple option. Clarksville has been shown to be very successful in the triple option. Isaac Shelby has made the right calls, seen him been getting it done, and able to come up 2 possessions on Kenwood. So I feel that the defense just needs to stay disciplined, stay on your man, keep doing the stunts and strengths that the defense is allowing you to do, and hopefully be able to force more 3-and-outs.
Absolutely, and we definitely have seen a lot of 3-and-outs tonight. They went back and forth all throughout the first the first quarter, I want to say. And now we're coming into the start of the third, and we've definitely seen a lot more of first down plays, and we've seen a lot more of Clarksville putting this ball up into the air. They have that one, Devin Bender, being able to go up and reach for those balls and being able to just kind of snag them out of the air. It definitely has given Clarksville High School an edge.
Absolutely. Devin and Dante, both big physical receivers. Devin Bender, I know, has a background of playing basketball. He actually starts power forward, sometimes center for the Wildcats. He uses his big body to push defenders out, come down and snag the ball just like it was a rebound. So good job on him. Very physical receiver. Fort Cooper keeps giving them the ball. It looks like they'll be up by way more.
Clarksville definitely doing a great job with getting that ball into the air. It's about 1:55 left until game time. Wildcats 21, Kenwood Knights 7. And now we're going to go ahead and bring up the standings up on the screen. And here you see, Tavon, I'm going to let you take lead on this. You see we have Henry County 3-0 right there. Kenwood's at 3-1 and 4-3. Just go ahead and walk me through that.
Okay, now Henry County seems to be the lead guys here. They're 3-0 in their division. They're playing really well. Henry County is definitely the team to beat. Henry County does have an upcoming game against Northeast, which is supposed to be the game of the season. Northeast, they were 6-0 before TSSAA ruling them ineligible for having a player for switching schools. So it's still the game to see. Northeast can still win the rest of their games and still be in playoff implications, as well as Kenwood. Kenwood has an upcoming game against Lipscomb and Dyer County. Against Lipscomb, they came up a little bit short, losing by 2 possessions. They lost by 1 point to Dyer County, so they're coming back for vengeance, and they have both games home. So hopefully that'll help Kenwood come out with 2 wins, hopefully be able to stay in the playoffs.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tavon Hodge. Now, we're about to get started underway here in the third quarter, and I can't stress this enough. You want these teams to go out here and have as much fun as possible, but it's getting close to the end of regular season. Things are going to have to start picking up here. It's going to have to get more aggressive. 21-7. Walking into tonight's game, Clarksville High School I feel like people were expecting them to come out here and for them to kind of walk through Kenwood, and Kenwood has kind of put up a blocker on that.
Oh yes, absolutely. Kenwood has been shown to not show mercy to Clarksville High School. They have a very powerful offense with a very menacing defense. Kenwood has been shown to be able to stop them on defense the very first 2 drives of the first quarter. It just seems like the defense just got tired. They were discouraged. They keep scoring. They keep moving the ball. Something needs to change with the defense, especially the offense. They can't keep running the ball this half. That's going to waste time. They're being too conservative. They need to show that they can throw it through the air and show Clarksville that they're not scared.
Absolutely. Kenwood not too far behind. They're only 2 possessions behind. Definitely manageable going into tonight. Going to be very interesting to see how tonight plays out.
Oh, absolutely. Kenwood is receiving the ball to start the half. Hopefully they be able to capitalize, put 7 on the board. Hopefully they'll carry the momentum of the defense. They'll get a stop. They score again on offense. That's a tie game right there. So hopefully they make the right calls, make the right plays, and they'll be able to move down the field.
Absolutely.
APSU-TV channel 99 and CDE Lightband channel 9. Broadcasting broadcast live on FM 105.1.
Keep saying tape.
105.1 the Wolf. Blackbird to kickoff.
And here is the kickoff for the third quarter. Kenwood's going to catch it, going to try to run this one back. He's running all the way to the right side. He's going to need a block. He gets one, but he's going to be taken down at about the 27-yard line. Looks like that was Moody on the tackle. Kenwood. We've already talked about it. They're going to have to start doing something else. Clarksville's basically somewhat have shut down their run game. I think we're going to start seeing some pass plays here.
Oh, absolutely. That's what's needed now. That's what's needed most. Caleb McQueen has already shown that he can make the play through the air.
And a flag has already been thrown. Looks like it's going to be too many men on the field. Yes, it is. It's going to be on Kenwood. So now Kenwood's going to be backed up.
To the 22, first down and 15.
Smith in the back, hands it off to Mayberry, and he's going to be taken immediately down for a loss of yards.
Defense is recognized. Can't keep running Mayberry. That's how players get hurt. It's all about fun in football. Maybe mix it up with a couple of pass plays. Clarksville's defense seems to be on Mayberry very tight.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. You're going to have to figure something else out. You don't want to risk one of your better running backs to just lose yards.
Of course, if he goes down, they might have to resort to their second, Timothy Cross.
Smith with a high pitch to the left side, and he's going to catch a couple of yards, but it's still going to be third and rough.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Third and rough. It's looking rough for the offense. Clarksville's defense seemed to shut down Mayberry. They're watching all run plays, draws, run up the middles, pass plays, pitch plays. They're watching all of it to Mayberry. They're making sure he doesn't get the ball so he doesn't get positive yards.
And now there is an injured player on the field. Hopefully he is okay. Now, after the first drive of the third quarter, we see that Kenwood it seems they plan to stick to the run game with Mayberry.
It seems like that's not the way to go. He's been stopped twice behind the line of scrimmage. It's not looking too well for Kenwood. Hopefully while they have this injury timeout, head coach Robert Gillard can show Anthony Smith different plays that he can utilize to help get the defense off Mayberry's back so he doesn't get hurt. Maybe throw the ball, pitch it, screen play, do something to get some positive yards. They're being really conservative, staying behind the lines, and that's just not working well for Kenwood right now.
Third down, 14.
You see Mayberry right there on your screen. Definitely been a key player tonight and in previous games for the Kenwood Knights. And it looks like Smith is going to drop it back to pass. Looking for somebody, throws it up, and it will be caught. It's going to be caught on about the 35-yard line. Not going to be far enough for a first down. And so now I'm curious. It looks like Kenwood will be bringing out the kicking team.
Great catch by Moody there. It seems like that's the play they needed on a first down instead of a third down. They had lost many yards by Mayberry getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and that just hurt the offense enough to where they could not get good field position, and now they have to punt.
Definitely not what you wanted on the first drive in the third quarter. When you're already down by 2 touchdowns, you're going to have to figure something out here.
Hopefully the defense can create the spark that the offense needs so they can move the ball down the field.
And the ball is up, almost blocked. It got pretty close, and that's going to be a short kick. It's going to go down to about the 33-yard line.
Run it down at the 32.
And now, here come the Clarksville Wildcats.
The Wildcats have been shown to keep a very promising offense with the triple option. For Cooper, along with Sam Smith, Devin Bender, and Dante Hurt, have been shown to be able to get the job done. And let's see if they can keep it moving going in third quarter.
First down, Wildcats.
Cooper in the back. And he's going to fumble that ball. And it looked like it's going to be Kenwood's ball.
Fumble on the play.
And it is. Looks like that was Kenwood's Jacoy George on the recovery.
And there goes that spark we were talking about. Jacoy George able to come with the fumble recovery, able to create that spark. Now let's see, with the great field position Kenwood has being on the 15, let's see if they can capitalize with 6.
And just like that, Clarksville's defense is back on the field. Dangerous right here. You put them in a position where they didn't get much rest now. If they start to get tired, it's going to be a rough night.
Agreed.
There's the handoff. Didn't really get too far. He's going to be stopped. Anthony Cobb on the run right there. Anthony Cobb kind of been a quiet running back here. Every time he's been out there, he's been able to gain about not a whole lot of yards, but he's been gaining yards out there. He hasn't been losing them. He's just been a quiet person in the background.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Anthony Cobb is seen more as a blocker for Mayberry as he's able to come out with a great block right there. Seems like he's going to get the hold, though.
There is a flag on the field. We'll have to see what this is going to be on it. Like Tavon said, it might come back onto Kenwood. Yep. Will be a holding on Kenwood. It's going to stay second down.
To the 37.
9:39 left in the third. Smith drops back to pass, launches one. Intercepted. And ladies and gentlemen, he might have blockers. He's going to be put out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. What a great interception by Clarksville High.
Great interception right there by Quante Hicks. He knows that Caleb is a big menacing guy. Anthony Smith threw it up. Looked like Caleb was going to grab it. Came just short. Got tipped right off his chest. Quante Hicks came with the interception and ran it back for great field yards. Now they're in Kenwood's territory.
If there was another blocker out there for him, he might have been gone all the way. There was definitely a hole big enough.
Oh, yes, and Kenwood definitely did not want that. If Quante Hicks was able to come with the pick six, it's looking really bad for the Knights.
And now Cooper in the back again. He's going to hand it off. And that looks like it's going to be only about a 2-yard gain. And that was, I do believe, that was number 17 on the carry. You see Bender right there, number 11, at the bottom of your screen, along with Dante Hurt. And it will be a handoff. Not going to be able to pick up the first down. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3 more yards on it.
Seems like Clarksville's being a little conservative running the ball now. They have the lead by 2 possessions. We're now down to the midway mark in the third quarter. Seems like they're just going to keep this one going by slowly, just trying to run the clock, making sure Kenwood does not get enough time to run any plays heading into the fourth.
Absolutely. 7:53 left. You don't really need to be in a rush. Might as well keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock rolling. And right there, Kenwood's going to just run over Clarksville High.
Riley to the 46-yard line. Offense stays on the field with 4th down and 4.
Cooper in the back again. You see Bender down at the bottom of your screen. Dante Hurt to his right. Gonna go in motion. And that looks like it's gonna be encroachment. Or at least from my angle it did. Maybe he moved. Yep, and it will be encroachment on the defense.
Automatic first.
And that was enough for a first down right there. Cooper hands it off. Running to that left side, trying to find something, doesn't find anything.
It's a good tackle for loss there by the linebacker, Christian Hyman.
A little bit of a loss there. Did lose a yard. 2nd and 11. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left, and the clock is ticking. 21-7. Wildcats with the lead as of right now. Cooper's going to keep it. He's able to pick up a good amount of yards. Picked up about 7 on that one. Now Clarksville's going to have to figure something out here. 3rd and 5. All you really need is 5 more yards. And you can run this clock for a good amount of time. Handoff, fake handoff pass. Launches it at the 30, at the 20, and runs right into Kenwood to be stopped right at about the 19.
Great play by Ford Cooper there. Able to fake the defense with the handoff. Finds an open pass to Lucian Palzuki. Great catch by him. Great first down. H-back.
Oh. However, there is going to be a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be too many men on the field. And it will be coming back. Clarksville's going to have to figure something out here if they want to get really ahead of this Kenwood Knight football team. Their defense is not letting them with anything.
Kenwood's defense seems to be playing with a little bit more motivation, knowing that they need to come in the third quarter hard. They've been able to get a stop, a couple of plays, not going against Clarksville.
Absolutely, Cooper in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a pass play. Oh, almost tipped right there, running to the right side. Launches one out. It's going to be caught for a first down.
Seems to be another flag on the play.
Not sure who this is going to be on. If we can look at the replay here, I'm not seeing anything. but it does look like it is coming back, so it will be on the Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, all of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville Montgomery County School System website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communications. Watch and replay our high school football games on APSU-TV Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192, AT&T U-verse 99, and CDE Lightband Channel 9. And as you can see there, it was an incomplete pass by Clarksville High School, which is now going to bring up 4th and 15, and it will bring the punt team out.
It's a great stop here by Kenwood's defense. Still got a little bit more time left in the third quarter. Good stop by the defense. Hopefully the offense can come with the momentum from the defense, come out with 6.
Absolutely. There's always time left in these games. And here's the kick. Almost blocked, but he was able to get it off. And that ball just kind of dies down. It's going to end up on the 20.
Bad field position for Kenwood. They seem to struggle on long drives. Not being able to come down, move down the field. Hopefully, they'll be able to change that this drive right here.
Absolutely, and this is where Kenwood's going to have to put a stop to silly mistakes. There's no more fumbles here. There's no more interceptions thrown. You're going to have to get out there, and you're going to have to get down the field. You're going to have to put numbers up on the board.
We should see a lot more passes this drive. See Caleb McQueen and Kavaris Moody being the main targets, along with H-back Jaquintus Johnson.
And it will be a handoff. It looks like that would be Mayberry. Kenwood still going to Mayberry on the ground. They did it just about every play last drive. If they keep this up, I fear that Clarksville is just going to figure out their whole play. Here we see Smith running it out, but he's going to be tackled in the backfield with a loss of yards. It's now going to bring up 3rd and 10.
He fumbled the snap. Anthony couldn't get the handoff off. He tried to take a run off for it. Great pursuit by the defense to be able to get a tackle for loss. So not looking too good for Kenwood here on 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. Wildcats 21, Kenwood Knights 7. Smith hands it off. Gonna have to find something. He does. Is he going to? Yes, he will. Mayberry with a 1st down.
Just like the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As they come with another running back draw. And Mayberry was able to get the 1st down, breaking a couple of tackles from the defenders.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, there is a player down on the field right now. But let's just go ahead and keep talking about how well Mayberry ran that ball. He definitely dropped his shoulder, and he said, I'm getting this 1st down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He knows how vital that 1st down was. Able to capitalize and get a very strong man there running on the field. 6 foot, 195 pounds. Currently holding an offer from UT Martin. So he's definitely a Division I player we should be seeing playing on Saturdays very soon.
Absolutely. Clarksville High School definitely trying to figure something out. They're actually totally okay with this amount of running in the game. It's going to milk that clock down. It's already at 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. You only have 1 quarter left, 12 minutes. It's just not a whole lot of time, but it's a whole lot of time at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. I know what you mean, because this clock is going to keep going down how the way Kenwood's running the ball, and that's what they don't need right now. With only 3 minutes left, they're still down by 2 possessions. They need to get down the field quick. Running the ball is not going to help. They need to maybe pass the ball some, get another trick play in. Maybe Kavaris has got some motivation in him, knowing that they need this win.
Absolutely, and it's good to see Clarksville high school player getting off of the field on his own with a little bit of help from his coach. Hopefully he is all right. You definitely don't like seeing these guys go down. Ladies and gentlemen, TNHighSchoolFootball.com is the source for all things high school football in Tennessee. From Donovan Stewart's victory formation column to podcast interviews with area coaches, TNHighSchoolFootball.com has you covered. Nominate and vote for weekly players of the week at TNHighSchoolFootball.com. Now Kenwood back out onto the field. 1st and 10. And now the clock has started to run. It's a handoff to the middle, Dante Mayberry, and looks like he's not going to get much, maybe about 5 yards on the play.
Kenwood being too conservative here. They need to throw the ball down the field. They cannot keep running the ball with Mayberry. He's going to get tired, he's going to get gassed, and he's not going to be able to pull off any positive yards for the offense.
Absolutely. Smith back in the gun. I'm sorry, under center. A pitch to the right side. Looking for a hole. Doesn't find anything. He's going to be short of a first down by about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 2 to go, I should say. Minute 48 left, and the clock is continuing to run. Kenwood trying to figure something out here. Runs it up the middle. And he's found a hole. Can he get through? And he got a good amount of yardage on the play. However, he's unable to beat the last line of defenders.
It's a great run by Mayberry. Seems like the run keeps working. Maybe the pass, maybe they don't need the pass. Mayberry weaving his way through the tacklers, being able to come out with the first down. Looks like he still has way more in the tank than we had thought.
Absolutely, and now that's going to bring out 1st and 10. 59 seconds left on the clock. It's going to continue to run as it is. It was a run play. No timeout was called. 21-7, Wildcats on top. Another handoff, and he's going to break through. And the ball is loose, recovered by Clarksville High School. And this is now the 2nd time that we have seen Kenwood take the ball all the way down to the opposite side of the field and then turn it over.
Yeah, just like we said, they needed to throw the ball. They kept running the ball. It was a great run by fullback Anthony Cobb. Even hurdled a man. It just shows his pure athleticism. Was not able to keep the ball high and tight and fumbled the ball. And now Clarksville has the defense. Now Clarksville has the ball heading into the 4th. Looks like this might come down with a loss to Kenwood if they move the ball down the field.
Absolutely. We already talked about it already. Clarksville High definitely okay with running this clock down. And with 37.9 seconds left in the 3rd, they're definitely going to run that down. But then you have to think, how much time can they take off of the 4th quarter?
Honestly, probably all the time they need. Clarksville's defense has been shown to be able to stop Kenwood's offense multiple times to where they were able to even push the lead up 2 possessions.
Absolutely. And now the clock will continue to run. 21 seconds left. And that'll probably get all the way down to 0. And then it'll be the 4th quarter. And that seems to be what everyone is waiting on. 7 seconds left. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Your score as of right now, Clarksville 21, Kenwood 7. You're here on Austin Peay Television, APSU-TV. We'll be right back after this.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Back to Clarksville High School. I'm Jeff here with Tavon Hodge. And this game right here, the Wildcats 21, Kenwood Knights 7, has definitely been an interesting game here. Both teams have kept the ball on the ground predominantly all night. However, the Wildcats touchdowns have all, I think, if I remember correctly, they've all come from passing plays.
Of course, those receivers have been able to use the mismatches to their advantage and come down with the touchdowns. Dante Hurt and Devin Bender have been shown to be players of the game.
That is a very true statement. And we just saw before we went to break, Kenwood Knights turn the ball over after a huge run from Dante Mayberry. And now Clarksville High School is going to have a chance to run back down the field and put more points up on the board. Ball was kept by quarterback Ford Cooper and then pitched, and there is going to be a flag on the field. I do believe it's going to be a holding call. And it looks like it's going to be a holding call on Devin Bender. And that is what it's going to be called. So a great play by Clarksville High School, the Wildcats, and then now it's taken back.
This is just what Kenwood's defense needed. A little more field to work with for Clarksville. Now 2nd and long. Kenwood's defense has to get the stop here. The game isn't over just yet. They have enough time to make this still a close game. If they can get a stop on this drive here, they need a stop here.
That is a very true statement. A stop, without a stop here, you're risking of you running out of time to even be able to put enough points up on the board. Cooper back to pass, launches one, and it's going to go out of bounds, throws it away. Smart idea by Cooper right there. You can't blame him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The defense came pressuring. They came trying to sack him. He noticed it. He ran out the pocket. He threw it out. Great play by Ford Cooper. Great stop by Kenwood's defense.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 23 yards to go. This is a pretty good opportunity here for Kenwood to put a stop to this drive, which is what they absolutely need.
Absolutely. They need this here. This is the play.
Good idea by Cooper. Almost made the 1st down.
Great decision by Ford to run there.
I was almost speechless on that play. I didn't expect him to run it, and then he just took a step up into the pocket and took off.
Oh, absolutely. I thought he was looking for the pass to Bender on the sideline. He seen he wasn't open. The line came pressuring down on him. He seen it. He stepped up in the pocket. He seen nothing but green grass. He took the run there. Great play by Ford.
4 and 4. They're going for it. Dante Hurt at the bottom of your screen. And it looks like it's encroachment on Kenwood, which is going to give them a 1st and 10 for Clarksville High.
Terrible look for the defense there, not able to stay disciplined and watch the ball. They was ready to get that stop. They seen the man in motion, and they were not patient. And now Clarksville has the 1st down.
A big mistake by Kenwood High School. First, you let Cooper run all the way down about 22 yards, and then you're going to allow a penalty that's going to give them a 1st down. 10:23 left on the clock. There's the snap low. Hand up down the middle. Going to get about 5 yards.
Multiple flags on the field.
Looks like there might have been a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. And another Clarksville High player seems to be on the ground. Now, what have we seen so far, Tavon, in the last quarter and a little bit?
We've seen Clarksville being really conservative with the ball, as they should be. They're up 2 possessions, 10 minutes left in the game. It looks like they're going to run away with this one. Unfortunate for Kenwood, they really needed this win to help them keep in playoff implications. If they can win their last 2 games, they have their last 2 games at home against Lipscomb and Dyer County. If they come out with those 2 wins, then they'll finish 6-4. That might be enough to stay in the playoffs. As for Clarksville, they will be 6-2. So good for Clarksville. They have another home game against Northwest, and then at 7, and then they have another game at West Creek. They win those 2 games, which it looks like it will be, as both West Creek and Northwest have losing records. West Creek only has 1 win of the season, as well as Northwest. Clarksville's looking really well, coming off with a positive season. Great play calling by Isaac Shelby. Great defense. It's their game. They've controlled this game since the beginning.
Absolutely. We've seen fighting on both sides tonight. Unfortunately, Clarksville has just been a tad bit better, being able to implement the pass play. They've been able to succeed with that. Kenwood has had multiple chances to get those passing plays down, but unfortunately the receivers just couldn't bring them up.
Of course, Clarksville has been succeeding in all top 3 things: time management, passing, and running. It's been their game since the beginning, like I've said earlier, and it's going to keep being their game as long as they keep being conservative with the clock, with only 9 minutes left.
Absolutely. 9:33 left in the 4th quarter. Wildcats 21, Kenwood 7. Definitely been an interesting game. We thought for a little bit Kenwood was going to make a good run. Unfortunately, they've thrown, they had a fumble. There was an interception, or there was 2 interceptions. They're going to have to work on these turnovers going into next week.
Of course. Heading into next week, they will be taking a lot of film. We'll be training to getting better, practicing and getting better. Coach Gallard will help them get better and noticing in their mistakes so they won't make it in the next 2 games, knowing that if they were to win this game, then they would be able to lose 1 game and still be okay for the playoffs. But now it looks like they're going to lose this game, and Kenwood desperately needs to win the next 2 games or it's over for the season.
Absolutely. And as for the seniors of Kenwood's team, you really don't want to see that season end for them. It's just always hard to see a teammate or somebody just on a team like that where they're great players, and unfortunately, as a team, they weren't able to do something, and then all of a sudden their season just ends.
Of course, that would be definitely detrimental to Kenwood seniors. Star running back Dante Mayberry, defensive lineman Mario Borum, JaCoy George, Jerry Rankin, Kyle Bradley, etc. Those players have shown through day in and day out that those are the guys for the job. They've been able to capitalize, they've been able to help as much as they can, but it just looks like it is not enough.
Absolutely. 7:52 left in the quarter, 4th down and 1 to go. It seems like Clarksville High is going to go for it.
With a rolling clock, 4th down and 2.5.
Clarksville High with Cooper in shotgun formation. Timeout taken by Clarksville.
Seems like they're trying to get this first down, maybe creating a devious play to help them get the first down and hopefully come out with a score. And that might be the dagger right there.
Absolutely. 7:09 left on the clock. Kenwood definitely trying to figure something out here. If there's enough time, they want to exploit that, but as the clock ticks down, the wind starts to just disappear.
Kenwood's best bet here is to get this stop on 4th and down, throw the ball immediately, try to get a touchdown, and maybe come off with an onside kick, and hopefully that'll keep the offense on the field, and we have a tie game. It's possible.
It definitely is possible. I've seen some weird things happen. And now here come the Clarksville Wildcats. Cooper, shotgun formation. And he's going to run it up the middle. He's going to catch the first down.
And that looks like the dagger there with the first. That means more time for them to waste. Clarksville's win.
Absolutely. Another set of downs. And it was a run, so the clock will continue to go. Cooper back in shotgun formation. Another run up the middle. He's not going to be able to find anything. Looks like that is Clarksville's Seth Phillips, a 10th grader. So that would be a sophomore. Getting out there, getting in a little bit of reps. Now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Cooper back in the gun. To Phillips. Oh, I'm sorry. Cooper holds on to it. He finds a hole, and he loses the football. And that is a big break for the Kenwood Knights. Unfortunately, with 5:37 left on the clock, there's not much you can do.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great play by Kenwood's defense to make Ford fumble the ball. They have 5:37 left. It's a stretch. But if they can get these pass plays to capitalize and maybe get an onside kick, they might be able to move down the field. They haven't been able to in the past drives. Let's see if they can do something now.
Absolutely, and I do believe Kenwood hasn't used any of their timeouts the second half. So that's going to be super helpful going into the last few minutes of the game.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Let's see what they do on this first drive after getting the ball back off a fumble.
Smith under center. Puts a man in motion. Pitches it to the left. Finding a hole. Can't find anything. He's going to be dragged out of bounds by Clarksville High. Looks like that was Moody on the carry.
Great way to stay on the side of the ball and not get confused by Clarksville's defense. They've been able to stay on that all game. That Kenwood has not been able to trick them except for that one trick play that ended in a drop. And it's just been looking bad for the Kenwood's offense not being able to move the ball unless they hand it off to Mayberry.
But unfortunately, Mayberry is headed to the ground.
Very hurtful to Kenwood's offense. Without Mayberry, it looks like it's all over for the Knights.
Absolutely. Seems he's having trouble standing up. Both trainers from both teams are headed out there. Let's go ahead and talk about how we've seen Kenwood High School has always kept it to the ground. They've always made sure that Mayberry or Moody was behind the carry, and being able to put the ball into positive yardages. And now with the possible loss of, I don't want to put any speculation into it, but hypothetically, if you lose Mayberry, it's going to be hard for your offense. You're not used to not having him out there.
Especially, Mayberry is their playmaker. He's been giving them the most positive yards in this game. He's been their leader. They look at him as just the guy, like he's the guy for the job, and with him out, it's going to be very hard for Kenwood to move the ball unless they throw it. Caleb McQueen, star receiver, is still out there on the field. He can be the guy to help Kenwood if Mayberry is out for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. 5:30 left in the fourth. Wildcats 21, Kenwood 7. Now, here come the Kenwood Knights. They're going to have to do something here. It's going to have to be something great.
Absolutely. They need to throw the ball. If they keep running the ball, it's all over.
Smith back in the gun, hands it off, fakes it. He's going to throw it. Caught. That was...
It's Caleb.
Yes, it was. Caleb McQueen on the catch.
That's your star receiver right there. Instead of throwing these short yardage balls, they need to maybe air it out a little bit more. He does have speed along with length as he is 6'2", long arms. DBs, the secondary on Clarksville seem to be a little undersized. Maybe throwing that ball there maybe helps him get the catch. First down as well.
Another handoff, looking for something. And he loses the football on the edge of the field. Recovered by Clarksville High. And that right there could be the seal on the envelope.
I think it is safe to say it was a good run at first, but then he just could not be able to seem to hold on to the ball there. Good recovery by Clarksville's defense. With only 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game, it looks like this is Clarksville's win as they head into next week against Northwest High 7-2. As the Knights fall to 4-4 as they face Lipscomb Academy next week.
Absolutely. Looks like that was Miles Tashun on the carry. And it wasn't as if, he got hit and lost the ball. It looked like he just was running and he thought he saw a hole and maybe he got excited, and when he was running just kind of let that arm get a little loose. And
it's a great form tackle by the defense. Kept his head on the outside, able to wrap up perfectly and able to come with the fumble. Great form by him.
It looks like they just called delay a game on the offense.
Possibly trying to use more field to work with. It is harder passing the ball and running the ball close to the goal line, so maybe they did this on purpose to try to pop off a pass play and to really set the dagger with a touchdown.
Might be very true. Cooper in the gun. Dante Hurd on the side. Passes to him. He's up. Oh. Now, one thing I want to bring up. Dante Hurd plays on both sides of the ball. He plays on defense, plays on offense. On that play right there, it definitely looked like he just turned into a cornerback in the middle of that play.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Underthrown ball by Ford Cooper, trying to get to Dante Hurd. It looks like he had him at first, had the ball up in the air just a little bit too much time. And Kavaris Moody was able to come down with the beat.
Absolutely. And Dante Hurd looks like he's staying down on that corner at the bottom of your screen. I think we're going to see another pass play here.
Dante
Cooper
Hurd, maybe?
back in the gun. Hand it off. And Cooper's taken down in the backfield.
Great read by
third
Kenwood
and 17.
Look at that tackle. Great play by the defense, Jared Rankin.
Cooper, quarterback 2.
So Tavon with 4:20 left to play. What is your game plan if you're Kenwood now?
To try to force a turnover. If it's a run, get the fumble. If it's a pass, get the pick. If they get a first down here, it's most definitely ball game for Clarksville High. They seem to be in the driver's seat since the start of the game.
Cooper runs it out to the right side, passes, and that ball is actually caught. Unfortunately, that's going to bring up fourth down and about 11, or 12 rather. But you're so far down, I talked about it at the beginning of the game. You have a kicker who I saw kicking the ball at the 40, or at the 35 rather.
Oh yes, he can definitely get the kick down there, but it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and try to get a first down, maybe even a touchdown.
Nice. I feel it's a little dangerous to do so. 4th and 12, that's not short.
Oh, it very is, but they have the game on their side. Even if they don't get the first down here, it's 3 minutes left in the game. Kenwood has to score twice. So if anything, they win the game here, and that's just it right there. That's the ball game.
Absolutely. Now, there was a timeout taken. It's definitely going to be interesting to see if they decide to change their mind, put the put the kicking team out there, or if they just leave the offense out there and they're going to go for it. And I'm interested to see.
Isaac Shelby, the head coach for Clarksville High, used to coach at Northeast. Very smart man. He knows that he probably won't let the kicking team out. They'll probably go for it, if anything. These guys here, they've just been playing great football, great offense. The triple option just seems to be too much for Kenwood's defense.
Absolutely. Definitely going to be interesting to see. 4th and 12. Score is Wildcats 21, Knights 7. Cooper back to pass, launches one, and caught by Dante Hurt. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, I think was one spectacular.
Of course, Dante Hurt, he's been a man amongst boys all game, coming with a first down catch on a 4th down, up by 2 possessions with 3 minutes left. Dante Hurt has definitely been the player of the game with 2 touchdown catches already.
Absolutely. And now, 1 down, 2 yards to the goal line. And Cooper in the gun, hands it off. Oh, he's actually going to keep it, cuts to the middle, and touchdown, Clarksville High School.
And that is officially the dagger. Great run by Ford Cooper to pull the ball at the last second and able to run it in for a score. Now up by 3 possessions. It's over for Kenwood.
Absolutely, and now here comes the kicker for the point after. And the kick is up, and it's blocked. And that's going to make it Clarksville High School 27, Kenwood Knights 7. You're here watching APSU-TV. We will be right back here on APSU-TV.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Hello and welcome back. There is your score. Clarksville High School 27, Kenwood 7. Now, we just saw Clarksville High School go down the field and score a big touchdown. It was, well, what set it up was a big reception play by Hurt.
Of course, Dante Hurt, he's been making plays all game. He's been shown as he hugs with Ford Cooper on the sideline, signifying their win. Dante Hurt has been a beast all game.
Absolutely, and now here's Kenwood, and a big hit down by the 30-yard line. And now the Kenwood Knights are going to have to come out here. At this point, 27-7, you're going to have to chop up this to a loss.
Oh, absolutely. Kenwood was unfortunate, unable to get it done tonight. They're going to think about this loss, think about they had many times to try and even the score out and just couldn't by silly penalties, turnovers, players not being able to handle the ball, bad looks by Anthony Smith. It's just been one-sided the whole game. Clarksville has really outdid themselves, coming out with a 3-possession lead to Kenwood with only 3 minutes.
Absolutely, and I think both teams are going to actually have to have a talk about turnovers. As we see here, McQueen makes a run, and he's only going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Seems like that.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Seems like they were trying the trick play that they had set up earlier, but it seems like Clarksville's defense had noticed it, and Caleb had to run out. Seemed to get a couple of yards, but it's just not enough.
Sometimes it just happens that way. But like I was saying, like, both teams are going to have to go back to the drawing board, and they're going to have to rethink turnovers. Both teams have had turnovers this game, and that's something you cannot have going into the playoffs.
Especially if your team is beating you, that's one thing. But when you start beating yourself with the turnovers, that's another. And Kenwood has been shown to be beating themselves with the turnovers and the penalties to be able to get themselves out of field goal range and out of the red zone.
Absolutely. You saw right there McQueen with the catch and the run. Didn't go down so easily. He was able to pick up a few more yards. And actually, it looked like he was tackled a little bit farther than that.
Seems like they didn't target Caleb enough to where he can make a play with his hands as well as his feet, and that's just unfortunate for Caleb. Knowing as good as he is, he made All-State as a safety with 6 interceptions. His first year ever playing defense, and he's shown that he can get the ball, he can get the job done on offense as well as on defense. And it's just unfortunate that he could not get the ball as many times as he wanted.
There's another pass by Smith and a move by McQueen. He's going to get the first down. And here's what we were talking about. Why were they not going for the pass plays at the beginning of the game?
They seem that Mayberry was the guy, but they also need to remember they have other guys on the team too. If you keep overloading Mayberry with so many carries, he's going to get hurt as he did earlier, and he's going to get gassed. That's when you have to know, oh, I have to pass the ball. You have Kavarius Moody and Caleb McQueen. Very good receivers.
Absolutely. We saw right there, almost not a very good idea. That's when it was, could have been picked off. Luckily for Kenwood, it was not. Minute 43 left on the clock.
Brad Williams, DeMarcus Dallas, Jim Freeman, Stephen Conway, Isaac Wachowski.
Kenwood trying to figure out something.
Defensive coordinator, Taylor Stanley, and the head coach, Isaac Shelby.
Kenwood, Smith in shotgun, looking to pass. Passes it straight on. He's going to try to stay up, but he can't. He's going to get taken down. That was Timothy Cross on the catch.
They're seeming to be throwing the ball a lot more now than they should have been doing earlier when they had the ball after the fumble. But no, they kept running it and it forced a turnover. Unfortunate for Kenwood's offense.
Kenwood looking for something. Mayberry in the back with Smith. Low snap, high pass, intercepted.
And that is the ball game.
Hold on, there are flags on the field. Blocks are made.
Great speed.
Moody. Moody ran from the end zone all the way to pick up that receiver. Unfortunately, there is a foul or penalty on the field.
Great interception by Nico Clark. He also came with the interception in the end zone that Anthony Smith was trying to find to his H-back that he came up. Now he has 2 interceptions on the game. Great play by Nico Clark. He is the defensive MVP.
I'm not sure how they're going to call this. All referees have picked up their flags. See what he calls here. That's going to be pass interference on Clarksville High School.
Against the Wildcats, that one is declined.
Offsetting penalties, and the ball will stay with Kenwood with 56.6 seconds left in the clock. Smith back to throw. He throws it, and this time it is still not intercepted, but a big effort from Clarksville's number 9, Mr. Hurt.
Mr. Hurt has had himself a game, coming with huge 2 touchdown catches and a major first down on a 4th and 4. He's just been everywhere on the field on defense and on offense.
Kenwood at this point just trying, I feel like they're just trying to get another touchdown here. They don't want to just leave it at a 1 touchdown game.
Of course, try to keep their spirits high, come down with another touchdown showing that they're able to capitalize even in garbage time.
That's right. Mayberry, Smith, and Moody all still in the game. Oh, that ball is caught by Cross. Cross fighting to get into that end zone. He's not going to be able to make it. And it looks like it will be a first down, but the clock will stop at every first down, but now it's going to restart again. $32 seconds left in the game.
First down, Kenwood.
Fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Smith. It looks like there is another player down. Oh, I think it was just slow to get up. 18.7 seconds left on the clock. Looks like a timeout will be called. And now Kenwood, Clarksville High trying to come up with a plan to put a stop to Kenwood. Not really sure what's being talked about in each one of these huddles. Kenwood's down by 2 touchdowns. At this point, Clarksville's probably just trying to work on their defense, trying to get a stop here.
Of course, now they're just trying to get mental reps, trying to let the younger guys in on defense, let them get some playing time and garbage time. As far as Kenwood goes, it just looks like they're trying to get some form of points on the board. Unfortunate for them, they fall to 4-4 in the season as Clarksville improves to 7-2.
And now Smith in the backfield with Mayberry. He tosses one up and incomplete. Great defending by, that looks like number 5 of Clarksville High School, which would be Quante Hicks. Quante Hicks definitely made a huge effort out there.
Oh, absolutely. He's also been seen on the defensive side and offensive side playing corner and slot receiver for the Wildcats.
Smith fires one. That's going to be caught, but it's going to be outside of the end zone. 4 seconds left. And now Kenwood uses a timeout.
It's a great way to dot the middle up there as it looks like the defense was running zone. He found his man sitting in the pocket. Great play by Anthony Smith.
Four seconds left. At this point, Kenwood's looking for a touchdown here. You got about 1 play left if you're lucky. 27-7. What are you looking for if you are Clarksville High School? Are they going in the air or are they staying on the ground?
I assume they stay on the ground here. They're on the goal line. They haven't been able to get the ball off as far as passing goes with the depth to their offensive line being depleted. So it looks like they're going to allow Mayberry to get his first touchdown of the game here, and then they just move on.
Absolutely, and Mayberry's still in the game. He hasn't come out. We did see him kind of limping around out there not too long ago, but he is back in the game. He hadn't really left. And I'm expecting right here a play to go to the left side.
Oh, absolutely. I see maybe a blitz, maybe a hand up through the middle. Mayberry is shown to be the workhorse. And here they get it done.
Oh, but they are going to stick with a pass. But actually, Smith is going to run it and did not get the touchdown. And that will be the end of regulation play for Kenwood versus Clarksville. Your ending score tonight, Clarksville High School 27, Kenwood 7. It's definitely been a game that was hard fought at the beginning. We definitely saw great work from both teams on defense. They went back and forth a lot of times. Go ahead and walk me through some of what we saw tonight.
We saw that Clarksville, with the great mind of head coach Isaac Shelby, he can get the job done with perfect time management. They had this game since the game begun. They came out, got stopped by Kenwood a couple of times, was able to see how Kenwood's defense moves, was able to utilize the triple option to succession, able to get multiple first downs their way, and able to spread that out by throwing the ball to their great receivers in Devin Bender and Dante Hurt.
Absolutely, and we saw early on the way that Kenwood was playing. They weren't playing bad, they were actually playing very good. And they only lost by 2 touchdowns this game, which is not a horrible loss if you really think about it. And what we did see tonight is we saw that Kenwood, one thing that they're going to have to work on continuing into the playoff race is they're going to have to work on turnovers. That was something that they struggled with.
Oh, of course, Clarksville was able to force at least 4 or 5 turnovers, 3 of them being fumbles, 2 of them being interceptions. Seems like Kenwood has to work on ball security, making reads through progressions, and not being so one-sided. They ran the ball with Mayberry with a majority of the game. Seems like it wasn't able to help move the ball enough. Could have used a couple of pass plays. One of them resulted in a touchdown, but it was a flag. But that was just the spark that they needed, and they could have kept passing the ball, but they decided to run it, and Clarksville was keeping an eye on it the whole time. Now, as Clarksville heads to the sideline, Kenwood takes a knee in the middle of the field as Robert Gillard gives them their speech. Thank you for tuning in with us today. I'm Tavon, along with my host, Jeff Matthews. Catch us next week as the Knights host Lipscomb Academy Mustangs in a home game. Needed win for Kenwood. The week after that, they host Dyer County. They lost by 1 point last season. They're coming for vengeance, and it's home. Hopefully the momentum of the fans and momentum of the offense coming back from good practices, they'll be able to come with a win. As Clarksville hosts Northwest next week, we're going to look like a walkthrough for Clarksville as they host Northwest, and then they have an away game, last game of the season against West Creek. Both of those teams have 1 win of the season, so it looks like those are going to be 2 wins for the Wildcats as they will finish the season 9-2. Great record heading into the playoffs, maybe number 1 seed in Region 6A. Good look for the Wildcats.
Alrighty, that's going to do it right here. One more time, Wildcats 27 and the Knights 7. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, on Austin Peay TV. I am Jeff Matthews, and for my co-host here, Tyvon Hodge, y'all have a great and wonderful rest of the night.